A car explosion at Karachi University has killed 4 people, including 3 Chinese nationals. The blast took place inside the premises of the university. Several others were also injured. The blast was initially reported to have been caused by a gas cylinder, but the Baloch Liberation Army has now claimed responsibility for the attack. The Majid Brigade of the army says that the attack was carried out by their first female suicide bomber. The Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has condemned the Karachi attack. He visited the Chinese embassy, in fact, and condoled the incident. And while at the embassy, the Prime Minister also met with officials and wrote a letter denouncing the attack on Pakistan's quote-unquote iron brother.
Our two countries, our friendship is proverbial, it is unmatched, it is stronger than ever before. It is extremely warm, and we will not allow any kind of disturbance in this friendship, come what may. We will cut their hands and will stop them from creating any difference between us. This will not happen, this shall not happen, and this will not happen.
The security of Chinese nationals has long been an issue of concern in Pakistan. Remember, China is a major investor in the country, building several projects under its Belt and Road initiative. Chinese nationals have been working in the country for a few years now, and this is not the first time that they have been attacked. In June 2020, the Baloch Liberation Army targeted the Pakistan Stock Exchange in Karachi, which is partly owned by Chinese companies. 7 people lost their lives in that attack. In October 2020, there was an attack on the Gwadar port meant to target Chinese investments in the country. In April, the Pakistani Taliban claimed responsibility for a deadly suicide blast at a luxury hotel hosting the Chinese ambassador in southwest Balochistan. While the Chinese ambassador escaped unhurt, 4 people were killed. In June last year, a deadly blast ripped through a bus in Pakistan. It killed 9 Chinese workers, injuring 28 others. In the last 2 years, there have been several attacks on Chinese nationals, attacks that can be attributed to the growing anger against Beijing, China's economic exploitation, its treatment of the Uyghur Muslims, and a Pakistan government that turns a deaf ear to the atrocities. Our correspondent Anas Malik has been tracking those developments. He sent us this report earlier from Islamabad. Take a look.
At least 3 Chinese nationals have been killed. Another 1 more has been injured, when 4 people have lost their lives, whereas another 4 are injured when a suicide bomber has struck in Karachi, at the Karachi University, at the Chinese Learning Center. Now, those who are killed include 2 female teachers who were Chinese nationals and 1 director of the institute who is a Chinese national as well. The responsibility of the incident has been claimed by the banned terror outfit, the Baloch Liberation Army, BLA, and they've said that a female suicide bomber was the one behind this act of terror. Now, the Pakistani Prime Minister has condemned the incident. Shehbaz Sharif himself visited the Chinese embassy here in Islamabad a short while back and has said, and rather penned down his thoughts, and has said that he's shocked at such an act with the Iron Brother, and that they will not rest. We will not rest until the culprits are caught. So this incident that has taken place in Karachi, what we know so far is that it was a suicide explosion. At least 4 kilograms of explosives that were used. The CCTV footage that came out, where it can be seen that a lady is standing near to the minivan that was carrying the Chinese nationals, and as soon as the van comes close, the explosion happens. Investigations in this matter are further ongoing, but hospital sources in Karachi say that those who are injured are said to be not in danger, and their condition is relatively stable. Anas Malik in Islamabad, Pakistan for WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.